I always believed everyone deserved a second chance. That belief shaped my life, my choices, and the secret I buried so deeply that even I tried to forget it existed. When I met Ethan, everything felt normal for the first time in years. He was kind, attentive, and patient in a way that made me feel safe. He didn't push for details about my past, and I didn't offer them. We lived comfortably in the present, where smiles came easily and silence wasn't suspicious. But the past doesn't disappear just because you stop talking about it. My dark secret wasn't something illegal or violent. It was something quieter, heavier, a false identity I once used to escape financial ruin. Years ago, after my family fell apart and debt swallowed everything, I changed my name and disappeared from a life I couldn't survive. I rebuilt myself carefully, legally, but the truth remained buried beneath paperwork and fear. I told myself it was over. Then Ethan found the box. It was hidden in the back of my closet, taped shut, filled with old documents, my former name, expired IDs, letters from a life I abandoned. I hadn't opened it in years. I hadn't thought I needed to. When I came home that evening, the box was on the table between us. Ethan didn't look angry. That scared me more. "Do you want to explain this?" he asked calmly. My chest tightened. The room felt smaller, like the walls were closing in. I told him everything. I explained how I ran from debt, from shame, from a version of myself I didn't recognize. I told him I wasn't hiding anything now, only surviving something I couldn't back then. My voice shook, but I didn't stop talking. I was tired of carrying it alone. When I finished, Ethan leaned back in his chair and smiled softly. "That must have been hard," he said. Relief washed over me. I reached for his hand. He didn't take it. Over the next few days, something changed. Ethan became unusually attentive. He insisted on handling paperwork, finances, even small decisions. When I joked about it, he said, "I just want to protect us." But protection started to feel like control. He reminded me, casually, how fragile my situation was. How confusing things could become if certain documents resurfaced. How stressful it would be if someone misunderstood my past. "You don't want that," he said gently. "Especially after everything you've rebuilt." I realized then that my secret hadn't scared him. It had empowered him. I wasn't trapped physically. I could walk out the door anytime. But emotionally, psychologically, I felt cornered. He never threatened me outright. He didn't need to. His words were wrapped in concern, delivered like advice, but they carried weight. I stopped arguing. I stopped disagreeing. I started shrinking. The moment clarity came was quiet. One night, as I lay awake beside him, I understood something terrifying. The secret didn't give him power over me anymore. My fear did. The next morning, I called a lawyer. Then a counselor. I gathered proof of my legal identity, my rebuilt life, my rights. I documented everything Ethan had said. Every message. Every helpful reminder. When I finally confronted him, I wasn't shaking. "You don't control me," I said. "And my past doesn't belong to you." His calm cracked for the first time. I left that day. It wasn't easy. It wasn't quick. But it was freeing. I learned that secrets don't just trap us when they're discovered, they trap us when we believe they define us. My past was part of my story, not a weapon someone else could use. Ethan didn't ruin my life. My silence almost did. Moral. Your past does not give anyone power over you. Secrets lose their control the moment you choose truth, boundaries, and self-respect.